Barigator storms the horde. The Gylos crawl with Molga might, and Igual on strike in the dead of night. But through the water and through the flame, the Barigators carve the name. From church to tide, they're holding Strodes and synth-fire as missiles launch overhead, and swamp water erupts in geysers of war. Alligators. Years of fire crack the moon. Planets burns, a storm returns. This is the second war. From the ruins of Zeniba's cries to the wastelands of the shattered skies, a kingdom fell, a moon was torn. Now Kylo strikes with blades reborn. Caterpillar tracks in crimson dust. Mold the drills, Iguan thrust. Marching steel, and conquest screams. They ride the rust of broken dreams. Occupiers are back into the flames. The sky is burning with forgotten names. Until it's unleashed, mechanized warlust. Gordos grows and red hearts crush. No surrender, no retreat. The Republic roars from every street. This is the second strike, Planet Z ignites. Iron calms, the Titan stands, smashing hopes with burning hands. While from the clouds, with vengeance raw, Salamander spreads the law. Down fury thunder wing. The terrorists rise, the air they sing. Godulous walk, the ground does scream. The final war of mental dreams. Cones and ash from the first war still linger, but peace was a wound, never a cure. They said the past would not return, but cease to bleed and empires burn. The moon's a grave, but we still fight. We'll never fade into that night. The planet's a strike of glory and steel. We fight with hearts that gears can't feel. The Goddos, the Godulous, all stand tall. We rise, brother, we burn, we answer the call. This is the second strike. The skies explode with Zoid war might. And flame, every cockpit knows the name of freedom's roar and empire's pain. The war begins again, again. This war's our legacy, brother, our rage. The future's written in rockets and roars. Through empires crash in thunder wars. This is the second strike, and Planet Z will never be the same. Zoids never die, they just reload. Outcome for the no return. Though peace was won, the coffin of no return. Up from the clouds with vengeance raw, Salamander spreads the law. Talon, fury, thunderwing. The terrorists rise, the air they sing. Godulous walk, the ground does scream. The final war of metal dreams. Though peace was won, the coffin of no return. Up from the clouds with vengeance raw, Salamander spreads the law. Talon, fury, thunderwing. The terrorists rise, the air they sing. Godulous walk, the ground does scream. The final war of metal dreams. lights and fury in the sky.